Hello guys, let's get into this beautiful gorgeous Barbie doll look we created on our gorgeous model. If you're stopping by for the first time, you're definitely welcome. My name is NK Chami. If you want to see how I created this look, keep on watching. So guys, the brows has already been groomed behind the camera. What I'm going to do right now is to use the brow gel just to make the brow lap or to sleep. I think that's a word anyway. So I'm going to use it to put the head in its proportion. I'm actually doing that using my normal brush to get the hair all in the same position, facing the same angle, before I'm going to start with the brows. But pretty much I'm not really doing the brows before the skin work today. I'm actually doing the skin work before the brows. So I actually want the brows to just be in the same direction. That's why I'm using the brow gel. And yeah, what I'm doing, I'm actually going out to take off the excess gel that came out of the brow line. I don't really want the gel on the skin, just on the brows. So let's start with our face prepping. I went first with my fixed spray to moisturize her face. Yeah, my muse has a very dry face. Yeah, her kind of skin, she has a dry skin, so I actually don't want I'm going to make it a bit moist. So I'm going in with my face primer that was I just applied, and I'm going to use my 24K gold serum. I think I'm actually running out of it. I need to get more, but that aside anyway, I'm going to be using my glow oil on the face. I just really want her face to be moist. Yeah, I'm using my glow oil usually on the cheek region, blending that in before I start with my foundation. So for the foundation, I went in with two shades, Fitting by Maybelline in shade 340 and also Zika Cosmetic in shade 5. Actually mixed both of them to get her shade. So coming down to the highlighted part or highlighted region, I'm actually going in with my Zika Cosmetic Pro Concealer, and then I'm mixing it with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in shade Fawn, just to get a particular shade you're actually seeing, and then I'm going to blend that right into the skin. Mind you, I actually went first to blend the outer parts first because I don't really want it to be all that light before going in to blend the inner part, because I want the inner part to be poppy. Like, what's the essence of having the highlighted region without it being that light? You get, it has to be at least poppy, though not so whitish, but at least you get to see the highlighted region. So for the contour part, I went in with a dark pro concealer. I went in with Elegant Pro Concealer in shade Toast. Yeah, that was I pretty much used for the contoured region. So as you can see, I actually went through the cheekbone, the forehead, and the nose. Those are the region I love to contour. Those are the region I contoured really well. So after that, I'm going to go in with the liquid blush. I went in with Beyond Beauty Cosmetics liquid blush, but I actually love using, I think it's actually the one I love to use the most, though I have this Tehila palette. It's lovely, but most times I kind of find blending out the Beyond Beauty Cosmetic blush, liquid blush, more to the Tehila. So guys, coming down to the powder, I think I'm actually a little bit slow, but coming down to the powder, I went in with two shades lighter than her normal shade for the highlighted region, and then I went in with her normal shade for the other part of the face, as you can see in the video. So please, very important, you blend your powder pretty much very well, so I won't be seeing how the highlighted region and the contoured region connected. So guys, the turban tutorial we posted right after this tutorial. You don't want to miss out at all on that particular tutorial. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, very important, and also click on that notification icon down below so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. This tutorial will be out like in 3 days or 4 days time, so do not forget to click on that. So when you're done with the powder, I'm still going to go in to contour the nose using the same powder. I actually love using my powder most times to contour the nose because it's easy for me to blend. So when I'm done with that, I am going to go in to set the face, pretty much baking, because I'm not just dusting it out instantly. I'm going to leave it there for some time when I'm done with my brows and my eyeshadow. So I'm going to set or highlight the region that I'm going to set the region that we highlighted. Yeah, that's the best word to use before going into the brows. Now coming down to the brows, pretty much nothing serious, just to highlight the under part and the top part of my brows, get the shape perfectly well, and then create hairline stroke just to make it look a little bit natural. Yeah, pretty much that's what I did for the brows. I didn't really go into detail with it. Now mind you, remember I actually went first with the brow gel. Now the brow gel made it very easy for me because the hair would not really be standing, or they're all just lapped and just in a particular place, so I can really get to draw the stroke. As can see in the video, it's making it easy for me to get the stroke done. So please guys, just ignore my voice. I know I've been talking a bit, I don't know, today, because I actually caught a flu, so trying to connect everything right now is a bit problem for me. Trying to breathe and speak at the same time, it's a big deal right now for me. So just please do not mind my voice or whatever I'm saying. Just try to focus on what you're seeing on the screen and try to pick one or two from what I'm saying. So for concealer, I'm going to go in with my LA Girl concealer in shade Cool Tan. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm using to conceal the under part of the brows. Then the origin and the tail of the brow, I'm going to go in using her foundation. Yes, just so it's easy for me to blend out. Alright, it's time for us to go into the major deal. Like, the eyeshadow is actually one of the things that you can, as a makeup artist, eyeshadow needs to be like talk of the town. But that aside, first I'm going to transit using a very light brown shade from my Blossom palette. Yeah, I'm going to go in with a very light shade for my eyeshadow palette around the region before going in with a dark red at the crease line. So I'm actually going to blend that crease line using a dark red eyeshadow. Mind you guys, when blending it, ensure that the brow bone is still very poppy. Yeah, I love when the brow bone is poppy. I don't know why, but that's my kind of makeup. I love it when it's poppy and it visible. So when I'm done blending the dark red which I used, I went in again with black to define the edges. Still going to blend the black into the crease line just so it can be easy for me to cut my crease. So this is actually the first time I'm actually doing a cut crease tutorial in our channel. I hope you guys get to love and get to understand it. So for the cut crease, I'm going in with my eyeshadow primer. I'm going to use my eyeshadow primer to get to cut the crease, and then I'm going to fill it in. Well guys, if there's any particular look you'll be trying to create on your own but finding it difficult to create those look and you want us to help you out with it, please drop a comment on the comment section and we'll tell you how to get the look done. Maybe do a video for you on our page. So for the part that was actually cut out, I'm going to fill in with my MK pigment in shade gold, as you can see in the video. Yeah, I'm actually dabbing it into the concealer because trust me, it's actually in a powder form, so you need something a little bit moist for it to stick to it. So that's actually went in with the concealer that I've just gone in directly, but I actually want something that will make it to be a bit firm, as you can see in the video. So when I'm done with that, I'm going to blend the edges. Now, as you can see in the video, I'm actually steaming it. As earlier said, I want something that will make it to be moist just so it won't fall out. So I went ahead to steam those the parts that was cut and creased so it won't fall off. For under the part of the eyes, I'm going to use the same dark red eyeshadow I used to cut my crease for underneath the eyes, and then went in with black shade as well, just a little bit close to the under eyelid. So right now I'm actually going in with my gel liner to line the under part of the eyes. I actually prefer using gel liner because it's easy for me to work with, and it doesn't really smear, unlike other kind of liner. Liquid liner do smear a lot, and that will automatically ruin your whole work, your time on the face. So I really don't like using liquid liner underneath the eyes. I prefer using my pencil liner on top of the eyes and not underneath the eyes. So coming to the contact lens, guys, if you know you are not a pro, please do your contact or fix your contact before you start doing the makeup, because if you try this and your muse is not the kind of person that it's easy for them to hold their tears, they will spoil everything they've done because they will tear up. So try to fix the contact lens before you start your makeup. I actually forgot about it, and when I got to remember, I was like, okay, fine, I can still work with this. I can fix it without giving her any issues. Now coming down to the lips, I'm going in my Beyond Beauty Cosmetic in shade 36 for the brown, and then I think I also went in with a light nude shade, but let's get to see that in the video. Just line the edges using the darker shade. You can use any other darker shade that you have to line the edge of the lips. Just ensure that the edge of the lip is properly lined and defined before you go in with the other part or the inner part of the lip. So for the inner part of the lips, I think I went in with pink. The pink I used it actually from Classic collection. I can't really see the exact number, but I actually mixed the pink with a nude or any color, a baby pink / nude color, just so I can get the exact same color of the net that I'm going to be using, if not exactly but similar to the net I'm going to be using. So as you can see, I am actually loving the color I'm getting. I hope this is really coming in together for you guys. So ensure that your lips is properly defined, the colors are matching, properly blend together. Then you don't have any issues with that. Alright, let's go back to get the lashes fixed. Guys, I am not the kind of person that loves to use the picker to fix the lashes, except I'm fixing under lashes. That's when I love using my picker to fix, but I just prefer using hands to do it. Yeah, I say the local way, no problem, I agree, but I love using the hand to fix it. It's more comfortable for me. So for the up line, I'm not telling you guys that I love using my pencil liner to line the upper part of the eyes and then using gel underneath the eyes. So as you can see, it's my pencil liner I'm using to line the upper part of the eyes because it's very easy for me to control, and the lines is just going to be straight and very, very precise and detailed. So underneath the eyes, I'm going to use mascara. I'm not fixing under eyes on this tutorial because her under lid is actually long, so it's easy for me to just use the mascara and then it came out very well. So I'm not going to fix extra lashes underneath the eyes. Now going down to blush, we're going to blush the cheek region. You guys know me already now. Me, I didn't play with my brush at all. My blush should be blushing. You get the point. So I'm actually going to blush the face and then forget to blend that out before using my bronzer. I'm using my bronzer from the Hila Cosmetic blush palettes. I think that's the one I used, the gold shade of it. Before I'm going to go over again with pigments from MK collection. Yeah, that's what I'm using right now, the MK pigment I use in the eyes, but a different shade. Just going to put it over, disperse them over the cheek region, and then we're good to go. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't mind my voice, I'm actually excited because this is beautiful. Like, this is heaven. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you give us a thumbs up to subscribe to our channel. If you want to see more of these videos and more of these tutorials, subscribe to our channel, and then we'll see you in the next video. Bye.